All right, Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode, and we've got a full slate of topics to talk about, including Simone Biles kind of fighting for all the Epstein victims out there. She's getting a lot of criticism, perhaps unfairly. Maybe it's fairly. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Plus, more troubles for Ghislaine Maxwell as a victim, has a book coming out just prior to her trial coming up in November. Kelly Clarkson got to pay her hubby some spousal support. Jared Kushner's in the news. Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack. We lost one of the great infomercial stars of all time. Very sad. We will talk about it. Plus, who the greatest hip hop artist is of all time, selling wise, and the Sex and the City script leak. Frankie C could not be here. He is at a anti-gay rights rally right now, but Jsabs is stepping in at the start of the show. How you doing, Jsabs?
Good, but I thought he was actually going to door to try to get people vaccinated. I thought that's where he was tonight.
6 and 1, half a dozen. I don't know what he's doing. He's off doing something crazy.
Okay.
Playing Metallica music all over the place. I don't know what happens.
Who knows?
I'm not entirely sure. Simone Biles, let's talk about this. A lot of people giving her shit. She pulled herself out of the Olympic match. Is that what you call it? The gymnastics matchup?
Yeah, sure. Let's call it that.
Competition. And she said it was for mental health reasons. Now, here's the thing. I don't love that excuse, but when you dig a little deeper on what she had to say, I don't think she wanted to be in this Olympics. She made the team. But here's what happened. She's the last member of that gymnastics team to be able to make the team that was around during the Larry Nassar days. Now, do you remember Larry Nassar?
Isn't he the doctor?
That's the
team
doctor.
Yeah.
Who basically molested everybody that ran through that Olympic gymnastics program and was a huge pile of shit. So she sort of felt compelled to make the team because she felt that if she didn't, nobody would be talking about Larry Nassar anymore, and the fact that, you know, he did what he did, and she didn't want that to be lost in the conversation, you know, of current events. And so she went on for the team, but she pulled herself out because she wasn't like up for the task. And
I mean, like people went crazy. I got an alert on my phone, like an Apple News alert. I mean, it was like, okay, calm down. Now, don't get me wrong. I think she's amazing what she does, because I can't even fucking bend down to scratch my toe right now.
Tying shoes these days is difficult.
That's how bad my back has been. But
yeah.
But then I just read, like probably 2 hours ago, that she got something. She blamed it on also something called the twisties. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah.
Where it's like it's part of what's that thing called? Vertigo.
Right.
Where I have to say, I had that once or twice, and it is the worst. Like, you can't do anything. Like, like, how could you even fucking spin around and twist your body? You can't even fucking sit up straight when you have these things. So I get it. The other thing, the mental thing, which I guess that can be dangerous too, because if you're not in the mindset, you could really hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, listen, I hurt you're gonna laugh, but I hurt my neck so bad years ago going into my car.
Whenever you say you're gonna laugh, I start to laugh. That's
now.
How did you hurt your neck getting into a car?
I don't even know. All I know is I went to get in, and that was it. And I was like this for like days. And the chiropractor was like, what did you do to yourself? And I was like, I got in my car. And he was like, oh, okay. It didn't help that he was a good looking chiropractor either. Thanks to my friend who didn't warn me about that before I got there. But it's just the fact that you hurt yourself in these ways, and then you're supposed to be expected to perform, especially like just the mental. I guess she feels like the weight on her shoulders too. So I mean,
yeah.
But I guess that's expected too, right? I don't know.
I don't know. There was a girl who pulled out of the French Open a couple of months ago. Her excuse sucked. She was just like, I don't want to do press and blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like, press comes with the
Yeah,
territory.
exactly.
I mean, that's what you're kind of paid for. But this I kind of understand. Like, you look at her, and remember we talked about, we watched a little bit of it, right? The
Yeah.
other night. And, I didn't think it was that big of a deal or whatever, because I was just kind of flipping around. But, when I read this thing that she felt a duty to go back onto this team after that Larry Nassar thing, I feel like she's fighting for all the Epstein
Yeah, I think
victims, the
so too.
Cosby
Yeah.
victims, the Weinstein victims. I feel like she's like, you know, keeping herself in it. And Simone Biles on her shittiest day is still good enough to medal in the Olympics.
Well, I guess she did one round, is that what we want to call it? I don't
Yeah.
know. And she got a really low score, like the lowest score she ever got, like a 13.72, I think it was, whatever.
Mm.
But then that's when she was like, no more. I guess, like, I don't even know, like, what could even be running through her head. But I mean, good for her that she was just like, you know what, I can't do this, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have it. And I think sometimes, it's funny too, because everything is so contentious in the world. So you say something like, mental health, and it's like
Yeah, I know. People jump on you. Yeah.
and they blow it all out, and that becomes like the huge story. Meanwhile, it's this probably twisties thing, which you're right. I have vertigo. I've had it, and it is a miserable experience.
Like, you can't even sit up straight, let alone fucking, like I said, do these. And she's the only one to do the triple upside down twirly thingy.
Swirly do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. I can't even do a cartwheel and not be paralyzed for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure people will be saying, well, if she didn't think she was up for it, she shouldn't have even gone out for the team. But true as that may be, I still feel like she probably thought she had a little bit more left in the tank, and until you get there and
Yeah, yeah. She's probably like, I got this. No, I don't.
and maybe, yeah, and it's like, oh, maybe I don't. And look, it takes a veteran kind of an attitude when you're been doing it for a long time or whatever you're doing, to be like, I don't have it, and I'm gonna put on my sweats and sit on the sidelines.
Yep.
Like, that ain't easy
so.
for a lot of people to do.
Nope. Nope.
So good for Simone Biles. I mean, look at Frank. Every time, LGBTQ stepped forward, he got out there and worked a little harder to take it all back.
Exactly.
Some people don't know when to stop. She did. So good for her. Moving on along there, Jsabs. Let's talk a little bit Ghislaine Maxwell quickly. Things have been super quiet on her front.
Yeah, because I'm sure the trial will be delayed another year and a half. So
let's hope not. I was thinking about this the other day. We're going to have to do like every day. I don't know if we're doing a full show.
If we get the news, right?
I think it's just going to be like a quick update at the end of the day. And I don't know what we're going to do that. I don't know if we'll do it here or maybe clips. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll do something. So stay subscribed. But, I feel like there's going to be something going on every day.
Right.
And we got to talk about it at some point.
Well, unless a new variant comes out and delays the trial. Sorry.
It's okay. Something you want to talk about? Are you not buying into the variant thing?
It's not that I'm not buying into it. I think enough is enough. That's it.
I agree. They talked about that the CDC changed their recommendation yesterday, and again, it was another thing that the world lost their mind.
Oh yeah.
And then I get people calling up, they're like, we got to wear masks again, and I'm like, no. I'm like, you just got to read the first 3 lines of the article. It's really all it takes. It's only in like Alabama and Mississippi and Florida. Right. But then I saw that like there were like governors and shit in other areas that were like starting to put it all back into place, starting to put like indoor mandates back into place. I'm like,
I'll tell you, people are not going to listen.
I was just going to say toothpaste maybe out of the, what do they call that, tube containery thing? I can't really remember anything tonight.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get the toothpaste back into the tube at this point. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
It's
It's gonna
rough.
be,
It's
yeah.
rough because the people who are vaccinated are vaccinated. You're pointing in the wrong direction.
I know.
People who are vaccinated are vaccinated. They're like, I'm vaccinated. I'm good. People who are not vaccinated. Oh, I got it right. I was gonna do it this way to be like a
You
dickhead, but
did.
I got it right by accident. The people who are not vaccinated don't give a fuck,
Nope.
right? Am I? So I don't think that they really give a shit. I
The
don't
the
know.
thing is, it's not fair to tell someone get vaccinated and you're not going to have to wear a mask, and then these people got vaccinated. A lot of people just got vaccinated just for that reason, because they're rule followers, I guess, and they'll will follow the rules in that aspect. But now you're going to tell them that they have to put it back on. It's not fair.
They're
It's
not gonna want. Yeah,
they're
I
not
don't want
gonna.
to do it. I feel like that's bullshit. I don't
I'm
want to.
not.
I don't want to
I
do that.
broke. I'm a rule breaker. I did not wear my mask after they said you don't have to wear one in stores if you're vaccinated. Let's be honest. No one wears one in a store now, whether you're vaccinated or not. They don't, and
But I still see people wearing them. You don't see?
it's very rare. Maybe one or two in a store, and if they are wearing one, they're much older. They're much older. So I mean, I, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to wear one again. In the store, no, I can't. Did It's just it doesn't make sense. You can't tell someone it's okay not to wear one, and now you're saying you have to wear one because of this new variant. But like and then wasn't there another variant a couple of months ago that they said the same thing was going to happen, and then nothing happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I don't know.
This Delta one, I think, is the tricky one. But also, here's the weird thing too. There was always, I mean, there was always people that got it and felt nothing. So there was
Exactly.
always different versions of this thing going around. Always a whole bunch of different versions. But I think the tough part becomes when you start to have businesses that are affected by it.
Yep.
When you again the restaurants and the bars and if you can't have people out there throwing this thing around and people dying again, that's gonna get rough.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and they're gonna what happened? We lost you. Where did you go, Janine? You know,
It's I don't know. I Yes, there's
let
people
me
who
just say
go
this.
ahead.
This is what I'm thinking. You're gonna have a situation where somebody's gonna go to a bar, they're gonna get sick, somebody's going to die, and then somebody's going to turn around and be like, I'm going to sue because
But the
you
thing
didn't have the
is,
proper restrictions or proper precautions in place, and that's where we're going to run into a whole bunch of shit again.
the thing is, it's been proven that restaurants and bars did not spread the most amount of COVID. It was intimate gatherings at someone's house. That's what spread COVID the most. But if you're going to go to a restaurant or a bar, that's on you. That's on you. You willingly went.
Mm.
And if you got it, well, then that's your fault.
What do you think about this testing? There in New York, Diblasio said you have to have proof of
Absolutely not.
vaccine or
Absolutely not.
a negative test every week.
That's terrible. I think that's like, how could they even force people to do that? The thing is, they're doing it because they know people don't want to take tests, so they want much more people in New York to get vaccinated. And here's an incentive, just like, oh, now they're going to give if you get vaccinated at certain sites, you're going to get $100. Like they're so desperate for people to get vaccinated. It's sickening. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's an agenda. I really don't, but
Where have you been? Why are you reading Q sites? What's going on here?
it's it just feels very, I don't even know the word.
Precautionary, safe. What word are you looking
No,
for?
because the thing is, no, none of those things. You can still get COVID. Yes, you'll get a lessened version but you can still get it. But there's people out there who will not get COVID at all. And there's people out there who will get COVID and not even know that they have it.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they so obsessed with people getting vaccinated? And like, I'm
For
sorry, but
protection?
I mean,
Well, but I mean, how do you respond to the fact that most of the people that are in the hospital with it now are unvaccinated people?
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, this is a person's choice. This is a person's choice now. It's not like before where you couldn't get a vaccine. If you want the vaccine, now you're protecting yourself. And that's it.
Right, but what do you say to the people that are getting bad information? It's bad information, and that's why they're not getting it.
Like, they think like the chip in the shoulder.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like not smart. But there's people who are going to believe whatever they want to believe.
By the way, I got it because I hope there was a chip in the shoulder because I'm going to take these fuckers on a wild ride.
Right.
They're going to be like, man, this guy's weird. He's into some weird shit.
I don't know. I have a friend who had COVID back in December while she was 9 months pregnant.
Big deal. I had 3 friends that had it. That's what bragging.
Like, she was pregnant when she got it and says she will not get the vaccine because it was a regular cold. And she didn't even feel unsafe while she had it.
But
she said, I never panicked.
I understand. Isn't there any feeling of guilt that she could pass it on to somebody else who could have a really bad reaction to it?
So her in-laws gave it to her, who are much older.
Yeah.
So, but the thing, I don't know.
What does your mom say about? Did we talk about this yet? Does your mom?
Yes.
What is she saying about this?
I told you she regrets getting the vaccine.
Right, but she has it now and she's alive. So it's nothing happened to her.
She still regrets it.
She still regrets being safe.
Yes.
I don't.
But here's the thing: is she could still get it. She knows she could still get it. Plus, you know which one she got. So
more likely not going to die from it if she gets it.
Right, but then there's older people who have gotten it and they're fine too. So I don't know.
Of course, there's stories of all kinds. There's young people who have died from it who shouldn't have been dying from it. It's a weird situation. I saw a thing the other day. It broke my heart. It's this mom. She's sitting there. Her kid's behind her in the ICU. And she's like, I don't know. I read a bunch of stuff online. That's why I didn't get it. And it's like, now your kid, could you imagine your kid is in the ICU because you read fucking Phil's blog from his basement about horse shit?
Wait, well, let me ask you what you think. Do you think that it's right that Diblasio said get tested or get the vaccine weekly?
Listen, I think that the getting tested thing is about as understanding that is a concession. Because I think that most people feel like you should just get it. Unless you have some sort of medical thing barring you from it, there's no reason not to get it. And people throw veers at me and all this stuff. And, the people have died who gotten the vaccine. Well, people die after they get, people die. There's people on that list that have committed suicide. And they're counted as a death after vaccination. So it's like, and I'm not saying the thing is not without caution. I think everybody should talk to their doctor and figure out what's best for them first. If I can quote my good friend Sean Hannity.
Oh.
who suddenly did an about face last week on all this stuff. But I don't know. I still don't know why you haven't gotten it, other than you seem pretty pissed off about something. I don't know. I thought it was one thing, and then you were like, no, I'm just not getting it. So I was like, oh, okay.
It's a combination.
Okay.
But you didn't answer my question.
What was I thought I did. What was the question?
Do you think it's fair that he said get vaccinated or get tested weekly?
I think you have, what was the percentage? There was like 70% of people have it, the vaccine, or 65%. And I feel like I'm a majority rules guy. I feel like that's the majority.
Well, let me ask you this. What about now the state rule is if you're a state worker, you have to get vaccinated no matter what you do.
I don't think they can do that.
I thought that's what he said now.
I don't know. And I think the reason why De Blasio did what he did was because um, you can't really do that. You can't say you have to take this. But I think you can say for the safety of others, you have to be tested. And I think
I
that's the
mean, but
concession.
here's the thing though with testing, which say everyone's tested on a Tuesday. Guess what?
It's
You
quite
can
imperfect. I agree.
you can get tested. I mean, you can catch it later on that day or Wednesday and be
Yeah,
positive and not even know if you don't have any symptoms.
I
So like
agree.
that's where it's a fine line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it goes back to at least you're doing something rather than nothing. It's not perfect. It's not even great. But I think it's only because he can't say everybody should go get this.
I mean, I don't think it's fair to tell people that. I don't think it's fair to tell them you have to get the vaccine. I
I,
don't.
I'm
Even if I got it, I still would feel like you shouldn't get it if
why?
you don't want to.
What was the reason why you don't have it?
Your mom,
By the way, I
your dad,
didn't.
actually.
My wife is yelling at me. I didn't bring this up, did I? You brought this up.
No.
Did
Oh,
I bring
okay.
it up?
Uh,
No, you brought it
I
up.
think I did.
Yeah, you brought it up. I didn't bring this up. I feel vindicated.
I'm ear raping you.
How do I get a vaccine from my wife's criticism? That's what I need to know.
I don't know. You do need that.
Take a lot of that. Um, I feel like this is going to get really bad because I think that the next step is concerts, bars, restaurants, airlines. I think they're all going to start to say,
Vaccinated.
yep, because you can't, because businesses are not the US government, and I don't know if this is a discriminatory thing because it's not
It
based
is.
on race, sex, religion. I don't know. It's not there's a ground rule for discriminatory behavior, and I don't know if this is, unless people start claiming it's my religious belief, which
Yes.
that's another thing entirely.
Well,
But
that's
you
another thing too. Like
kind of have to prove that.
you do, but what's to say? Oh, I changed religions and this is how I feel. You know what I mean? Like someone can just use that excuse tomorrow,
Yeah.
and it's okay. So I don't know. I feel like this is definitely going to hurt businesses if.
Why are you so angry,
Oh,
Jsabs?
I'm angry
Well, you seem very upset. You seem very angry.
because this is enough is enough. We gave everyone the chance to get the vaccine. Who needs it? Who wants it? Who's in great danger of getting sick in the put in the hospital, put on a vent if they got it. You can't turn around. People hate wearing masks. People can say I don't mind. People fucking hate wearing masks.
Agree.
And
I don't think anybody doubts. I don't think there's a person out there that really loved it. Yeah.
and so now people like you. I did the right thing. I got the vaccine. Um, and now I'm gonna have to wear a mask again to protect you? Fuck you. No. And you know what? I don't expect you to wear a mask for me. I don't. If people truly feel like they're going to get sick and be in a bad situation if they get COVID, then they're the ones who should wear a mask. I don't expect you to wear a mask for me. I don't. I never expected that. I mean, I get the whole thing of spreading it and stuff, but most of the times these people got it from people that they knew in intimate settings. It's not if you went to the supermarket. It didn't really spread that way. It spread if Janine had a 1-year-old birthday for her daughter in the house, no windows open. It's a different story. It's not, and we know more about it than we did in March. So like what I don't know. I think just people are not going to be happy if they see masks required. They're not going to go into that store. They're not. In fact, I'll tell you something. There was a pizzeria near me. You still had to wear a mask. And then there was another pizzeria that I didn't really love that one. But guess what? You didn't have to wear a mask when you went in there. I went in that one. I went in that one because I wanted to be comfortable. I went to laugh with my friend, make fun of him, and that's it.
And eat shittier pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen, I just think it's going to get to a point where businesses are going to start to be like, hey, concerts, bands, like I said, airlines, still have to wear a
I think
mask.
it's going to be cut down the middle. I think people are going to feel like they have to do it because the government is saying, and then half people are going to be like, I'm not doing it. And if you feel comfortable, then that's on you. And I kind of agree with them.
I do think there's a lot of people out there because we don't talk about this because it's kind of both sides that are furious and angry. I think there's a lot of people out there that would get vaccinated. They just haven't because of laziness, time,
Yeah, definitely. Listen,
convenience,
just think about all the people who haven't made a doctor's appointment or go to doctor's appointments.
right.
Come on.
And those are the people who are going to be converted over the next couple of weeks and months that are being like,
You
I'm
think
just going
so?
to get it. I think so.
Okay.
Because there's no 60,000 people. There's no mass grade. There's none of that stuff. It's, you get it and it's done with and it's over and nothing really happens. Look, there's the stuff with the younger kids and that's the thing. And I'm not saying younger kids. I'm just saying if you're an adult and your doctor says it's okay, I don't think that there's anything stopping those people from getting it. And I think they're going to get it.
You think people are going to feel pressured from this to get it? Because I do think that
you seem to be very hung up on this pressure and
oh yeah, I do.
And you also keep bringing up why people get it, like it's not for that, it's more selfish than it's for other people.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, but what about okay? What about for the greater good? Like, what happens? Can't we be on the team? What happened to Team USA?
God, I feel like a spotlight is on me, and I'm at a detective's office.
I'm not. You brought this up. We can switch topics whenever you'd like. I did not want to talk about. I had the Ghislaine thing up on the bottom thingy majig, and you were
for the greater good. For the greater good. I mean, I get it.
I don't want to pay taxes. I pay taxes for the greater good. I don't want to donate to charity, but I do that good, so everybody will like me.
I just don't feel asshole. I just don't feel
I'm that guy that's like as I'm putting the thing in the fucking
What'd she say?
My wife can't stand people who brag about getting the vaccine.
Oh, well, I can't take that either.
We did go through a time period where everybody was flashing that vaccine card around.
Give me a break.
I know people that were like were first day online to get it.
Yeah, I know.
And that to wait 4 hours, like what are you, crazy?
Like if you feel like you deal with a lot of people and like if I don't know, you work in a high population.
Go ahead.
I get that.
Okay.
I get that.
You don't have that. So that you're in a different
I don't have that.
You're in a different boat.
So right. Different. Totally different.
I mean, you have to think about the business owner or the business that was decimated over the last year. That they're like, fuck it, who cares if this is what it takes to get my business back in order? I'm going to do it.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people do feel like that way too. A lot of people feel like if I got it, it's going to help my business. And guess what? Now you're going to have to fucking wear a mask again, you prick. No, I think people are because I saw it on Facebook. Of course, people had to write their opinions and they're like, so what did I get it for? What did I do this for? So I get it.
I just kind of think it's sad we can't do anything together. Like this kind of felt like a layup to me. I don't know. I'm surprised that so many people. I understand the caution, especially. Look, I'm a guy who waited. How long did we wait? Like I waited to see if anybody started dropping dead. I was like, oh, people go get on a 4-hour line and wait for it. Let's see how you're doing in 3 months. I did, but nobody really died, and well, I know again, I can't say this without people throwing that Veers stuff up. And I'm sure there are some issues and whatever, and I know that people die of natural causes and they die of other things and suicide and all this stuff. Like, I'm not saying that it is perfect, but again, the overwhelming majority, we had the conversation too, and went to the doctor, and the doctor who's responsible for our well-being was like, just go. It's
Oh, you
outweighs
think doctors care about your well-being?
for the most part.
Just kidding. Sort
I
of.
mean, I think if they can make a little extra coin by pushing this medicine over that
Well,
medicine, they definitely do it. And I definitely think that. I know that happens, but I don't. I feel like for the most part, their doctors are nice people, and they get into this to help people.
right.
What happened to you? Now doctors are bad.
No,
What's
no.
going wrong, Janine? Why are you so angry? Now doctors are out for their own good and not here to help people.
No. It's not that. I just think that a lot of people are big bullshitters, and they said they got the vaccine free. I'm getting it for you and everybody else and the greater good. But honestly, I don't believe that. I don't think that there's a lot of people who do other things just a selfless deed for other people. I really don't. Isn't that from Seinfeld or Friends?
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that. Forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I really don't think that there's people out there who would do stuff for me more than I would do for them. I don't. I don't. I I guess the industries that I've worked in and the environments that I've been in,
Yeah,
I'm
but
jaded by it, I guess.
everybody wore the mask. Nobody wanted to fucking do that, and we all did it last year. Everybody wore it.
I
Even
mean,
there was a couple of crazies that were running around like, I'm not doing this running through Target, but for the most part, like 99% of us were
yeah.
doing it last April.
Yeah, but people
What?
did that for mostly for themselves though, because they didn't want to get sick. They thought I really do. I don't think people wore it for other people. I have to say I really do. I think people wore it to protect themselves mostly. I really do.
Okay, okay, I will yield that point. Yeah, but what's the so?
Where's that liberal pussy? Because you know he'd be definitely rolling his eyes at me right now.
He's at a pro-vax rally right now.
Probably.
Leave him alone. But again, you seem to be harping on this, and I am lost to understand what
Sorry.
difference it makes, what the motivation is for a person. So they do it for themselves. Okay.
I just think that I can't
I
stand.
mean, I get it. If somebody does it for themselves and then they brag online that they were doing it for the people, then they're dicks. But those people are the same people that are like, look at my turkey sandwich and how delicious it is. The same dickhead. That's basically social media. So
I know. I guess that's just what bothers me, because it's like I think that there's way more people, Anthony, that just do it for themselves, bro. And you know what? That's not wrong. I don't think that's even wrong. I really don't even think it's wrong
yeah.
for you to do it for yourselves. I really don't. But I just don't like when the same people are like, you should get it. Why don't you get it? You should get it. And it's like, calm down.
Yeah. Well, I'm genuinely asking you when I ask you. I still don't I
Oh,
thought
not you, not you.
Like
I'm
I
just
said,
talking about other dicks. Oh,
maybe you know too many dicks. Maybe that's the problem.
I know. We went way off topic here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
Hold on a sec. Sorry.
I know. All right, can we get back to the other stuff?
Yes, because I gotta go.
You're the one who derailed this show,
I
not
know.
me. We'll go back. We have it on
Delete
tape,
this.
luckily.
Delete this.
All right, Ghislaine Maxwell. So, boy, we lost everybody that was interested in this one.
They're like, okay.
This victim, Sarah Ransom, who settled with the Epstein estate, is now writing a memoir, and it's coming out in the fall, right before her trial.
Oh, I can't wait to read. I'll read this. I'll download it illegally and read it while I'm getting my COVID vaccine. While I'm forced. While Frank is holding me down by my neck. No, really, I definitely am gonna download it illegally, but I would read it.
But you give him. I think you should be vaccinated. I've said that. I think you should get it. I think we've got other friends that don't have it, and I don't understand. I don't.
All right, liberal pussy. 2 _ 2.
_ at liberal pussy has been taken. How about at liberal pussy 1149?
Right.
Anyway, I like this move from this girl. Here's my only issue. I feel like defense lawyers are going to use this against them. They're going to be like, this isn't going to give her a fair trial. They're timing this.
Oh yeah, I
And
can see
blah, blah,
that.
blah.
Definitely bullshitting like that. Yep.
Yeah. I think this is going to be another OJ trial. Like,
Oh, you think?
I think this is going, especially if we don't have a big, especially if, and this is around November. So even if there's a flare up in September, October, I think hopefully by, I can't even.
Can she see me?
Oh, Dino.
Yeah.
Why are you so angry? What happened?
It's,
What happened? Somebody upset you. I mean, I know one thing, but
yeah, you know one thing. It got worse actually, but I'll.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll recap on that some other episode.
Yes.
But I think that if all is relatively quiet with that, this has the potential of being the center stage thing.
I think I like this better.
This is certainly more because it's easy. It's easy to hate. It's an easy side to be on with this one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's no in the middle here.
There's really no one in the middle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's no one in the middle. Let's talk about Kelly Clarkson. Judgment came down. Kelly Clarkson has to pay $200,000 in monthly support to her husband, who isn't this the daughter of the son of Reba?
Yeah.
Oh, Reba's the stepmother. Still, this guy makes a good living, does he not?
Imagine doing nothing for $200,000 a month.
A month.
What do you even do with that?
And do they have kids?
They do.
This piece of shit's not even taking the kids.
Mm-mm.
You think he's going to take them kids?
Mm-mm.
Men are such scumbags. They'll never take the kids. Mom's got to be... This is the thing. We talk about equality among sexes. We're not equal. We're absolutely
now you say that.
not equal. Like, women are better parents 1,000,000,000%. That's not totally true. 99 trillion.
Definitely better.
99. You think Tano's a better? Well, in your case, yeah, that's true.
He's definitely calmer. Definitely. Like, but then again, he doesn't spend all day with them I do.
That was just what I was gonna say.
So if he did, he probably wouldn't be as calm. But I think I have no patience. I think I have zero patience. And people have told me that I have more than I think I do.
Yeah.
Zero.
This is like comparing a nice person with somebody who's been in jail for 20 years and then wondering why the person who's been in jail for 20 years reacts
Exactly.
harshly. Like, it's like there's no comparison. You're with them all the time. He's off having fun, telling people, can you turn your computer off and turn it back on again? And stealing a paycheck from a very decent company, acting like he's working. There's no comparison.
There's nothing.
Yeah. Can you check if your mouse is plugged in?
I mean, can you restart your computer? That's a big one.
And you're out there raising two human beings.
Like, hello.
Four
I didn't really
if you
sign
count
up
me.
for all of that.
4 if you count me and Frank.
Right.
So that's
part-time.
That's not an easy thing to do. So of course he's going to be calmer. Yeah, but do you do the whole wait until your dad gets home? Wait until I tell your father this?
I've said, do you want me to tell Daddy?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell him? No. Okay.
$200,000
Imagine.
a month. Who's got a what? Oh, Dre. Yeah, but he's the guy. She's the lady. She deserves it for having to put up with his bullshit.
Here's the thing, though. Like, what about if it's a same-sex couple, like two lesbians? Then it's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think whoever earns more is the one.
Right.
He's a deadbeat talent manager. Give me a fucking break.
Give me a fucking break. Who's he managing?
Yeah, seriously.
What talent?
Who did he marry? It's his wife, who was already super fucking famous and does everything on her own. She's doing talk shows. She's singing at Disney World at Christmas time.
Right.
Fucking, I don't like this guy at all. Let's skip the Jared Kushner story. I don't even know. He's launching an investment firm. Who's going to give this fucking pipweasel of money to invest? I don't even get it.
Zero.
This guy's been living off his father for his entire life. Whatever. Bob Odenkirk goes down with a heart attack. I
don't know
like.
who this is. I'm sorry.
Are you for real?
No, I don't know who. Maybe if I see his face, I don't know.
The guy from Better Call Saul?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
He didn't die, did he?
No, but we had like a day where we didn't know what was going on with him.
Because they said suffered some kind of trauma, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually when you read these things and you're like, oh, he was taken to blah, 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 and is in stable condition, you're good. This one was, he was taken to blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And
there's like no update.
Shit. But the update just came through before the show, and he's in stable condition now. He had a heart-related incident. Why can't people just say heart attack? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Liberal talk.
What did you say? Liberal talk? I don't know. We got to do an episode just on Janine. She is so angry all of a sudden. What happened?
Let's save it for Sunday.
What is Sunday? Am I seeing you in person? Is that what's happening?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
How many of these get-togethers can we possibly have? Jesus. I've seen you like 17 times. Enough already.
You know what's funny? I didn't even see your wife this week yet.
You know what's funny? I actually enjoy seeing you. It's all the other people that are
Well, if I bring up a good topic on Sunday.
You want to end some friendships?
Exactly. Who am I throwing out? Who am I not saying happy birthday to on Facebook?
Be like, how about these vaccine calls, huh? Everybody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely bringing that up. Good.
Ron Popeil. You know who this is, but you don't know. You wouldn't recognize him by the name. He's dead at 86. I'm going to show you the picture.
Let me guess. Not from COVID. Go ahead. Oh.
He's the set it and forget it infomercial guy.
Sure.
Yeah, the set it and forget it infomercial guy died. We all grew up with this guy.
Guess what? I'm an asshole. I don't like infomercials. Every time one would come on, I would just shut it off. Husband loves them. He could sit there for hours watching them. Why?
I don't even know why we're friends. I don't know. There's a weird spell with infomercials where I hate that I'm watching it, but I'm like, I'm not going to change the channel.
Okay.
For a while there, I couldn't turn off an air fryer infomercial. It was just, they were like,
too much.
Enjoy wings, fat free, and all that kind of shit. Like the fat melts right off. And I'm like, we got to get one of these fucking things. Yeah, but he was just absolutely the best. He created Pocket Fisherman and hair in a can. Remember when you used to spray the hair? Remember that? That was this guy. This guy made money off of one shitty product after the next. So
he's old. Well, he was old.
Well, God basically set him and is now forgetting him because he's dead. That shit.
Not for COVID.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Janine, what sites have you been visiting?
Oh God.
What websites?
Q.
Yeah, I was gonna say Q. Somebody goes to me the other day. They go, QAnon is not Q. I'll have you know. I was like, shut the fuck, get away from me. I can't even respond to you.
I mean, was he right?
It's the same shit.
I mean,
some nerdy Asian guy's worried about his website getting hits who keeps propagating this lie, and everybody's following this bullshit to the end.
Could you honestly, like, that shit still, I'm still amazed by it. I really am.
And then the guy, I said to this guy who comments, I go, didn't you see the HBO documentary? He's like, oh, like I'm going to believe HBO. Asshole. Do you know what a fucking documentary is? They interviewed the people that were involved that did it. And everybody involved was like, that guy was making it up. And then the guy denied it. And then finally at the end, the guy slipped that he was fucking making it up the whole time. The guy. He's the fucking guy. There's no HBO trickery that could happen when you're talking to the four fucking people that would know. And they're all like, yeah, it was all bullshit and made up. Now, again, I think in the beginning, somebody was leaking something that started this whole train, and they had some information, but it got convoluted and taken over, and that was the fucking end of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or more.
Eminem is the greatest selling rapper of all time. Can you fucking believe this?
Shut the fuck up. I was gonna say Jay-Z. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem, really?
Jay-Z, not even number 2.
Notorious?
Bro, not even on the list. My hero, a rap icon, Notorious B.I.G., not even cracking the top
God.
10.
No.
That is a tragedy. That's a travesty.
Okay, who's number 2? Because now I'm gonna get more mad.
What's worse, a travesty or a tragedy?
Travesty.
My wife just responded with "our marriage." That was very fucking funny. I'm disappointed not everybody heard it with her cadence and delivery, because it was really good. Let me bring this up for you here, Jsabs. You're gonna be fucking shocked. Not that I don't think Eminem is a good rapper. I didn't think
he was that big selling, if that makes sense.
No. He's number 1 with 227 million units sold. Drake is number 2 with
I'm
152.
surprised. I mean, I love him, but
here's the other thing. If you told me that Kanye outsold Jay-Z, I would be shocked, and he did.
Yep. I knew he was up there.
Now, I knew Lil Wayne was popular, but by the way, Nicki Minaj, good for her. She's been around for the least out of everybody on this list.
Yep.
And got herself into number 6.
Good for her.
With 106 million sold. Right after Lil Wayne, he's got 110. Also, Flow Rider. I thought that guy was a one-hit wonder. 102 million units sold. He sold more than Tupac.
How?
How is that possible?
You know what it is? Maybe when things cost more at the end, like, I don't know, like things didn't cost as much before Tupac. And
I just lost Jsabs. And that was weird because I definitely, did you hear that explosion? Yeah. There was definitely just an explosion outside the studio here. And then Janine disappeared. Oh, she's back.
Talking about COVID.
Okay, thank God. Wait, hold on a second. Are you there, Jsabs?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, I'm hearing you weird.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Probably because I have maybe 135 tabs open.
No, it's not that, but you're coming through a different part of my speaker than
That's what she said.
I usually get. I don't know if anybody can hear me or you now. I don't know. That was a weird explosion. There was an explosion outside, like loud.
That's what she said.
And you disappeared. Really? Yeah. And now
you know what? Who it was? It was Frank banging on my door in a hazmat suit, asking me to see my arm. Oh, hysterical. You still there?
I'm here. Yeah. Are you still there?
I'm here.
We're having a lot of issues lately. I don't know what's going on. There we go. All right, we're back. I think you're good now. All right, people probably heard all of this and were like, what are these people talking about? Go ahead.
What I was saying was Tupac. Things didn't cost as much now as they did when he did his music. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, right?
Of what? Yeah, like you could buy a Flow Rider record for 99 cents, but back in the Tupac days, it was a $20 CD.
Which song was the Flow Rider song?
They see me rolling.
They hating. Yeah. They're riding dirty. Riding dirty.
Which, by the way, I'm obsessed with product placement. And I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. The Sopranos. In one of the last couple of episodes of The Sopranos, the show starts with AJ waking up and blasting that song for like 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like it was the most blatant product placement I had ever seen.
Now I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, and then he just turns it off, and that's it. I'm like, they just got their song on The Sopranos. Like, that's no accident. He paid to be on there for sure. Mm-hmm. You know, so a lot of this.
They like, call him up. How much do you think you want to pay for having your song in here?
That's what I want to know. I want to know. I love those stories when they break out and they're like, you know how much they paid to be in this movie or whatever.
Right.
I would love to know that because there was a ton in The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
But so Flow Rider in at number 7, but credit The Sopranos for helping him get there. Tupac after, and here's like Biggie, Snoop Dogg, 40 million. He's 9.
That's it.
That son of a bitch been around forever,
Yeah, that's weird to me.
and he's
Okay.
9th on the list.
That's it. That's weird.
And DMX at number 10 with 34 million. That's a lot of units that he sold.
Yeah. Oh.
I watched the again because I wanted what the left shadow government wants me to believe. I watched the HBO documentary on Woodstock 99. Did you see that?
No, was that new?
Yeah, it just came out. We're gonna talk about it. You know what? Maybe you get some time over the weekend. Maybe next week we'll watch it if you want to watch it. It was crazy. It was kind of crazy what happened, and I mean we all know what happened, but when you really like in the documentary, you kind of like really see it and see the people. It's nuts what happened at that Woodstock 99. It's on HBO, but be careful if you watch it. You might be online to get the vaccine the next day, and then I don't want to be responsible.
No.
Be like I was brainwashed, and you told me to watch that shit.
Underlying tones.
Sex in the City. They had a script leak. You want to talk about this?
Yes. What?
I don't know if I want to ruin this for you. If you could guess how the show starts, how would you guess? What would you say?
Can I say it? That Big dies. Oh, no.
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
I'll be fucking heartbroken, okay?
I'm not going to follow through with the story. I can't do it. I will put a link in the description, though, if anybody really wants to see.
When are they premiering? January, right? What do you think?
Let me see here. It doesn't say.
Well, Dexter will be back in November, I believe.
Oh, I thought Dexter was already back.
No.
November?
I can't wait for that. Like, I cannot wait for that one.
Here's one plot point that I will reveal.
Okay.
Samantha, as you know, is not in the show.
Yeah.
In the series, like on the show, she dies from COVID because she wasn't unvaccinated. So that
asshole. Or you could say she fucked about 100 guys that were all not vaccinated.
And actually, what's interesting is it was the first sexually transmitted case of COVID. That's what's so great about it.
You fuck. Okay.
It stays true to her character arc.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
that would make a lot of sense. But you know,
because she was wearing 3 masks with every one of those partners, and she still got it. It came through the semen, I believe.
How did this? Literally, how did this happen? Let's see.
Yeah. You think she made them all pull out, or you think she was just fixed? What was the story there with Samantha?
Oh,
because you got to be prepared for that stuff, right? I mean, she can't be getting pregnant at her age. What was she, like 65 on that show?
I wonder. I think she was like, "Come on, you could pull out. Let's see."
Yeah.
Let's see how that game is.
Get that strong pull-out game. All right, Jsabs, we'll leave it there. You good? Do you want to trash your husband one more time before we go?
Do I want to what?
Trash your husband one more time before we go?
No.
Are you gonna get the vaccine?
Oh my god! No, I have no plans on getting it right now.
Okay, I understand.
If I feel the pressure in a couple of weeks.
That was I'm not asking you what you're feeling or what you're thinking. I want to know. Step outside of you. If you had to handicap this, do you think Jsabs winds up with the vaccine or not?
No.
Okay.
No. No, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't know what circumstance. I don't know under what circumstance I would make myself do it.
I do.
What's that?
The Britney Spears concert requires it.
God.
You have no shot.
Now you're fucking pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah, there's no chance. You go right in.
What? Okay, here we go. Give me two. Give me two for front seats.
If they offered Britney Spears tickets to get vaccinated, you'd be knocking fucking people over on the line. Be like, get out of my way, Granny.
How are the seats?
I think my wife and I are going to see. I shouldn't say this. We don't want anybody to come with us.
Oh, we won't.
Oh, I fucked up.
Oh,
She's mad at me now.
who are you going to see? Because I'm definitely not going to see anyone country or fucking Dave Matthews Band. So go ahead.
Oh God, I would love to see Dave. Can I tell you something pathetic?
What?
I shouldn't repeat this. Dave started. They are back on tour as of Friday. So they were playing. So people are. Everybody's recording the show now and putting it out online. So he wrote a song about. You remember when COVID first started in Italy?
Oh God. Uh-huh.
When it was bad in Italy and everything was locked down, and they were singing to each other out the windows. He wrote a song all about that and started crying in the middle of the song. And I was
Are
like,
you fucking get the fuck out of here? If you go see him, I'll fucking punch you in your neck.
I thought it was so wonderful. I was like, I can't tell Janine; she's gonna hate me.
Tell me who you want to go see, because none of our friends watch the show. So let's see.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Mm.
Wow, really? There's nothing holding us together anymore as friends.
So we were supposed to be an AC past weekend, and he was there.
This past weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But husband forgot to take off work, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother show. But idiot.
What was he saying? I can't take off work, honey. Got to tell people to replace their mouse batteries.
I was looking
And
up,
I don't want anybody to think like I'm picking on. At least he has a more respectable job than Frank. Go ahead.
I was looking into like what shows were there, whatever, and I saw he was there, and I was like, would you ever go see him, husband? And we were both like, yeah. Is he coming to Long Island?
He's playing the New Islanders Arena, UBS. It's my two loves. I don't know when. December.
Soon. Oh, so no, he was an AC last weekend. So I was like, I don't know if I actually think he's funny.
Oh my God. You never thought he was funny ever?
Like, I think I have to sit down and watch a good comedy special of him. Like, I need to watch a good stand-up of him, because the bits and pieces that I've seen, I'm like, no emotion, like no laughs. And I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Because I don't even think he's funny.
Did you see the bit about Company coming over?
She's telling me, should I go watch it for myself and then see if I think I haven't seen that one.
Okay. I'll link it. I'll drop it in the description.
Thank you.
I think it's an all-time bit. I worry because some of his online stuff recently hasn't been as good, but I feel I'm giving everybody a COVID pass. I feel like everybody's a little off. Like, I feel like we're all kind of still stumbling out of the gate, getting back to like.
I don't know about you, but I'm on fucking fire.
I can tell that. I can't believe you don't like Sebastian Maniscalco.
It's not that I don't. That's my unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe if I watch another show, I'll change my mind. We'll see.
And you love comedy. You like the other
do.
guy. I still got to reach out to that guy. What's his name?
Chris DiStefano?
The Malloy guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. Like, his humor, I like. Like, he's fucking funny.
He's got a show coming at True TV.
Yep. Backyard Wars, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it started already or whatever it was, but it looks good. All right, so there's literally no reason for us to be friends anymore. I mean,
None.
Give me odds. Give me odds on you getting the vaccine.
50-1.
50-1.
You want to place bets?
Yeah, give it 50, 50, 20%. There's a 10% chance I'll get it. There's 100% chance I'll never get it. Give me the odds. There's got to be give me the percentage.
There's a 92% chance I won't get it.
Okay, so 8% chance you'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to that very fast. I would love to know how you figured that out. All right. If Frank gets out of jail in time, he'll definitely join us for the next episode. I'm just assuming he was at some sort of a skinhead Nazi Metallica thing. I don't know what he does.
Lock your doors. Lock your doors, people.
But I'm worried about his wife. That's all I'll say. I don't want to start bad rumors, but
just lock your doors, people.
God,
unless you want a guy unless you want a liberal pussy in a hazmat suit.
I'll tell you what,
jabbing you.
This Woodstock documentary did not make the Metallica fans look good.
No,
not at all. Not.
I don't even remember what happened in '99. To tell you the truth, I have to go look at this.
Yeah.
All right.
You got a lot of homework to do.
Yes, I do.
You don't have to get the vaccine, but you have to watch the Sebastian Maniscalco bit. I will not take no for an answer on that one. All right. Pleasure, everybody. Thanks so much for watching and or listening. We will catch you on the next episode. AnthonyOnAir.com has all our links and info. And if you want to grab some merch, support the pod, shop AnthonyOnAir.com. What is this? Are these doves? What the fuck? I don't even